Utah Gun Exchange, the nation's patriot marketplace. Buy, sell, trade. UtahGunExchange.com.
Sam here at UtahGunExchange.com, and I am at the Sig booth, and I'm with Bill Strader, and he is the pistol product manager for Sig Sauer. He's going to walk us through a couple of amazing items from Sig Sauer in the handgun department, and then show us a surprising element as well. Bill, how you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Very good.
So you got amazing right. So have you ever felt yourself as a concealed carry holder wanting more concealability?
Every day.
Every day.
365 days a year. What if that segues into any kind of thing you have going on?
I wonder. So, yeah, we took a survey. We found a hole in the market. We found a gap. We took a survey of people and we say, what do you want out of your concealed carry gun? They wanted more concealability, they wanted more shootability, capability, and they wanted more capacity. Well, here it is, the P365, the pistol we developed.
Did somebody just hand that to you?
I had it sphinctered. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in prison. No, it was in my pocket, believe it or not. So this gun will fit in your pocket. We suggest that you carry it in a holster. If it's a pocket holster, that's great. But this is the P365. This is the gun. It doesn't do you a lot of justice until you actually put your hands on it and see how small it is. But the gun comes in 9mm, chambered in 9mm only. It's rated for plus P ammunition. It comes with a little finger extension here, and it also comes out of stock with a flush fit magazine as well. So it comes with two magazines, extended and flush. With the flush magazine, it's 4.3 inches tall, 5.8 inches long. It's an inch wide, which is pretty standard in this market segment, and it's 17.8 ounces with an empty magazine. So that is amazing. Incredibly small. So a few of the features we did here, we actually redesigned the gun. The gun's completely new. This is not a smaller version of anything else we make. It does have a 320-esque striker trigger pull. It's a really clean, crisp trigger pull. It's awesome. It does take apart the same way as a 320, mag out, rotate the handle down, slide comes off, no trigger pull needed. But it is not a 320, it is a completely new gun. And you'll notice that the beaver tail on this gun and the undercut of the trigger guard are really, really high. That allows you to get your hand really close to that slide when you're gripping it. Now what that does is it eliminates a lot of the felt recoil, because that reciprocating slide is closer to your bore axis is closer to your hand. So that's a nice feature. Striker fire, like I mentioned, the slide is serrated in two places, on the front and the rear. So some people like to rack their slide this way, and some people like to rack it that way. We like to accommodate everyone's style. And it comes stock with Sig Light night sights right out of the box. So if you want to carry in a low light situation or no light situation, you don't have to worry about plastic cheap contrast sights or sights you can't see in the low light. So we got all this. We got the concealability. The gun shoots amazing. It's really, 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 really tiny. And oh yeah, did I mention it holds 11 rounds? Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. So this little magazine is a double stack mag with a narrow neck design right at the top. So it's full capacity 10 round mag that narrows out and turns into a single stack mag towards the top of it. And it's a pretty neat little pistol. It also comes with a proprietary rail, and I know that is not a good word to use in this gun industry, it's proprietary, but let's address the question, why didn't you make it 1913 or a pick rail? Well, here's a good answer. They're wider than the gun. So I would have had to literally make this wider than the whole gun, and then I would have had to extend it about that far to be able to fit anything on it. And there's another answer to that question. We're an optics company. We make lasers. We make accessories for guns. Oh yeah, we also make this. This is a grip module from a 365. I just took it apart. But this right here is the added accessory. This is a flashlight. Check that out. That is a 100 lumen grip activated flashlight that is super tiny. It's literally the size of a quarter, and it adds no overall height, no overall width, and no overall length. So it is an awesome light. You can have literally a white light on your carry gun that you can carry every single day. You're going to see this gun, probably by the time you see this, it's a chance that your stores may have it. We started shipping these on Monday, and they're going to retail for about $5.99. You'll probably be able to get them just under $500 in your store, depending on where you're at and how greedy your store is. However, there's more. We don't stop at the 365.
How does that compare in size to the Sig 938?
The Sig 938, it's actually, it's almost exactly the same size.
Okay.
The Sig 938 is just a little bit longer, and it's a little bit wider because we measure from the most widest points of the pistol.
Right.
And since a lot of the 938s have an ambi safety, the overall width measurement of the 938 is like 1.1. But as far as the height and the length, it's almost exactly the same. So, and it is a little bit, and the weight is a little bit lighter on the 365 than the 938 for obvious reasons. It's a polymer gun. But yeah, it's very, very similar in size. It just holds a lot more ammo. I actually carry a 938. I used to carry a 43, and I used to carry a Car P9, and I've shot this against all of them. And it's literally like comparing an El Camino and a Chevy Duramax. It's not the same gun at all. And we didn't stop with just this. There's other cool things we made this year. You probably heard of this little guy right here, the M17. So this is the contract pistol that won the U.S. Army contract last year. Really nice looking pistol, built to the Army specs. They required it to have a Delta Point Pro rear sight plate. We actually incorporated the rear sight into the plate. They mandated to have a manual safety. So we have a manual safety there that's ambi on both sides. They also mandated to have an orange tritium rear sight and a green tritium front. And their magazines, I think they come with 221s and a 17. So it's a cool gun. It's incredibly accurate, really neat to shoot. Also has a little loaded chamber indicator on the top there that they spec'd out, physical, so you can feel it when it's loaded. But a lot of people ask, when can I get my M17? When's the civilian version coming out? Well, it just so happens, I got one right here.
Nice.
This is the M17 or the MHS 320. So this is a commercial version of the M17. You'll notice it is a little bit different. It has black controls, but here's a little news flash. You may be seeing black controls on the MHS gun, or the M17 gun probably. So it's about the same gun. It comes with two 17-round mags instead of the 21 versions. Also, the sight plate is the same Delta Point Pro sight cut. However, we are developing a sight now, the Romeo 1T, that you will be seeing later on in the year that will fit in this cut with our little shroud and everything. It's an awesome optic. Plus, our rear tritium night sights are green instead of orange because orange and green just they didn't work for me. So, next question is, what if I don't want the manual safety? Because I don't like manual safeties in my striker fire gun. Well, it's funny you should ask. I got one right here. This is the 320 MHS non-manual safety. So it's the same exact gun you just saw. It just doesn't have a manual safety on it. So we kind of thought of everything.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. I got something down here. Check that out. This is the M400 3 gun. So we built an M400 from our line that's specifically developed for 3 gun shooters. And we can start from the back and work our way forward. This is a completely adjustable stock. You can adjust it for cheek weld and for length of pull. It is incredibly light, though. It's not as heavy as you think. This rifle is much lighter, right around 6 pounds, if you can believe that. This handguard is much more vertical, as you can see. It has ambi safeties on it. On the left side, you got your standard length. But on the right side, we kind of stubbied it up a little bit, so if you're a right-handed shooter, you don't have to worry about beating your trigger finger up when you're shooting it. So that usually, if that's too long, it's hitting that trigger finger. Not something we don't really like to see. Now here's a neat little feature on this rifle, is we've got an extended bolt handle here on both sides. Very easy to rack, whether you're right-handed or left-handed. But right here, look at this bolt catch lever. This is an ambi bolt stop or bolt catch. And to lock it to the rear, I don't have to do anything to the rifle. I can keep it shouldered just like this, push up on the bolt catch, and pull the bolt to the rear, and it locks it open. I can also, when I reload my rifle, magazine in, just push down, and the rifle's loaded. I don't have to manipulate anything on the left side if I don't want to. You also notice that it has a nice mag well there, really contoured mag well for faster reloads if that's necessary. It also has a straight match trigger with a little curve on the end. It's really contoured nice and super, super light, clean trigger on this thing. You'll notice a concrete gray finish. That's just so we look cooler than everyone else. And it's got a really skinny handguard all the way out to the end, except for this little part here. If you do still want to run iron sight, the front sight as far out as possible, it's a pretty nice little feature. Plus it gives you a little thumb rest when you're holding it. And of course this muzzle brake is all SIG. This is our proprietary muzzle brake.
You turn that so we get a straight shot. Very nice.
So that muzzle brake's going to cut your muzzle flip, make the rifle way easier to shoot, and much, much less recoil.
are you going to be selling the comp muzzle brakes separately?
That's a great question, actually. I don't have an answer for that one. It's the first time I haven't had an answer all day. But if you can send us enough emails...
I thought this was Stump the Straighter, so I had to come up with something, right?
But if you get on our website or contact us on social media or send us an email to customer service and that's something you want to see, an aftermarket brake as an accessory, I bet we can make that happen. But this is the M403 gun. And don't forget, we have a whole optics line that you can use for this thing. You know, 1 to 6 optics, anything you want. Fixed 1 power optics, Romeo 4s. It's just non-stop what we have here. We are the complete systems provider, and this is just 3 samples of some of the stuff we're making.
Yeah, amazing. Well, an incredibly good-looking gun as well, and that 365 is, I think, it's going to convert a lot of people. I carry a 938 TB, and I think I might be picking one of those up, working that into the system. And speaking of the TB, do you expect to have a threaded burl version of the 365 coming out anytime?
Not soon, but it is certainly on my radar. We're working on a contrast sight version for a lower price point later on in the year, a manual safety version for more peace of mind and some state compliance issues that need to be addressed if we want to go to Massachusetts. And eventually we are looking at a threaded barrel option, but obviously that's a bit more testing involved. We want to make sure that we don't just throw a threaded barrel on it and don't test it, so there'll be some suppression testing that should go on as well.
Excellent. Well, Phil, incredible products, great information. I love the delivery as well. You're having fun with it?
Absolutely.
You rocked it out, man. So thank you very much. Hope you have a fantastic SHOT Show 2018.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and go to UtahGunExchange.com for all of your Patriot gear needs.
To all those in Second Amendment deprived states, if you're reading this, you are the resistance, and we are with you. The nation's Patriot marketplace. Buy, sell, trade. UtahGunExchange.com.